Alrighty, welcome back to PUA Drama. My name is Dave, and I'm going to be reporting on the juicy drama in the pickup community. So we have Ice White versus John Anthony Lifestyle. We have some new drama. The channel's working again. We got some more action. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of boring stuff happening. But anyway, we've got some juicy stuff. Let's just get straight into this. So, how about this? No. How about this? There we go. All right. Now, I've got this on 1.25 speed. We've got 3 videos to go through, and we're going to try to I'm going to try to get all of the information on what's going backwards and forwards, and we're going to try and put it all together so that you guys have a better picture instead of going, oh, look, I got to go to his channel, then I got to go to someone else's channel, then I need to go find him in Rumble, then I need to go into Telegram. Forget all of that. I'm going to try to put it all here so that we can all see what's going on. So there was a beef, and my understanding is that Ice White and John Anthony Lifestyle have major beef, and Ice has some connections at YouTube. So it's just got even more juicier. So anyway, let's just get straight into this. So this is his live stream. It's a bit blurry. He's in Peru.
How are you guys feeling about this? Breaking news. To update. There's a lot of shit that's happening. There's no other shit that I gotta see. Well, just to give everyone a heads up on what I'm actually going to talk about here, there's a lot of stuff. So just to make sure you guys actually know, I have a pretty good idea. Oh, it's fucking lagging. What the fuck? What am I doing here?
So it's lagging. Just bear with me for a bit. I had a look at this. There's only really 10 minutes that we need to
do. So bad. That ruins everything. Holy fuck. His spirit is here to win us.
The internet in Peru. All right. I'll speed it up again. All right. I'll speed it up.
Is it better? Just get a new quick. Sounds good. Oh, yeah. All right, anyway. You guys see this shit? This meeting. Ace of Spades, motherfucker. That's me. I'm the Ace of fucking Spades. And you got it. Well, you got it. You got it. And I told you.
The translation's not exactly right. You got food, it says there.
Well, yeah, what? Doesn't this remind you of something? I got it. Let's screen share this. Let me screen share this. It's hilarious. Remember that time? Let's see. Let's get this shit quick. Remember that time John Anthony Lifestyle posted on YouTube? Get him global fishing. That's me. He is on the fast track to getting his YouTube account banned. He is abusing privacy complaint system. Separate complaints so far. About himself. Why not be sure? Ass. Show your face or say I'm spying. It's not at least you have YouTube privacy guidelines. You are bigger on YouTube. And you are not. Did he just say I was on the fast track to get it banned? You're banned. What happened to you? That's hilarious. Hang on, I gotta check the fucking chat here. Are you guys feeling this too? The irony. There's this thing called irony. It's like
bear with it, guys. Bear with it. I've got it on 1.5 speed. We'll get there.
I don't know how to explain it, but that fucking explains it. But anyway, let me explain. Like, I'm not gonna waste our time. A lot of YouTubers would be like, "What happened to John Anthony Lifestyle?" And they didn't have the answers. I actually have the answers. You know, I have been in 5 meetings this week of YouTube. Nice. Why have you been in 5 meetings of YouTube this week? I'll tell you why I have been in 5 meetings this week. That's because I missed one. I was supposed to have 6 meetings with YouTube this week. Shit, I would miss one because I have been pretty ill this week until, today. I think the events of today have made me feel better. If you can tell, my voice might be a little different or weaker. I don't know. I've been completely screwed in the voice since Monday because of all the live streams
So Ice White apparently works for YouTube. He's got some inside connections.
and ranting and shit like that. And it's probably going to happen again because I'm going to fucking have very soon. But anyway, I missed a meeting with YouTube this week because I was ill, but I made, for the most part, the other one. I missed a huge chunk with 2 of those. So 3 of the 6 YouTube meetings I was supposed to have this week, I fully attended. I'm glad to say. Anyway, like I said before, when you, hang on, I got to screen share this again. When you say, showing the fucking network, when you say, I swear it's on the fast track again because YouTube can't ban. And then I keep refreshing this just in case something happens, but refreshing this, it's not working. Oh, right, yeah, you're fucking banned. That's why it's not working. As you can see here, YouTube.com/and John lifestyle/videos. I just remove the videos. I can put just a normal channel homepage. Nothing. Pressing F5 constantly. Nothing. This happens when you get booked. Speech during my own that's time. Yeah, there we go. So goodbye. So isn't that quite funny because this person is saying this very honest person, I know John Anthony Lifestyle to say nothing but the truth with all times when it was someone else. Yeah, not him. I know John Anthony Lifestyle to be a very honest person whenever he says it. It's a very accurate. No way they're thinking something like especially anyone else. Do you see the shit here? Exactly what I told you over and over and over again. This guy says things that don't come true. He completely makes things up. I'm not banned. This motherfucker's banned. Hey, why is that my face banned? Here, live streaming on YouTube. These are my motherfucking eyes right here. Screen sharing. My motherfucking eyes. Surprise, motherfucker. You just got fucked. I keep.
Did you just say that I got him banned? Is that what he said? I got him banned.
Person, whenever he says it, it's a very accurate. No way they're thinking something like especially anyone else. Do you see the shit here? Exactly what I told you over and over and over again. This guy says things that don't come true. He completely makes things up. I'm not banned. This motherfucker's banned. Hey, why is that my face banned? Here. Live streaming on YouTube. These are my motherfucking eyes right here. Screen sharing. My motherfucking eyes. Surprise, motherfucker. You just got fucked. I just keep fucking repeating myself here, but isn't that hilarious? Oh my god. Absolutely ironic. Now there's a reason why this happened. And here's a little fun thing from this must have been over a year ago. There's a video that was removed from this channel. Another video removed from this channel. Another video. There were quite a few videos that I just and stuff screen sharing. And let me just catch up with the chat here and see what's I do have answers for you. So I know I have a very good idea of what happened. I have a very
So he says there that he has a very good idea what happened. Very good idea.
good idea. And I'm going to explain. Now, it's subject to a few disclosure. Not what's happening with YouTube. It's nothing to do with this, but I do stuff with YouTube. You know why I do stuff with YouTube? Yes, I used to work for a parent company of YouTube for 5 fucking years. So would you be surprised? I can screen share again.
Back to the channel. It's your go-to crypto buddy here. Today I've got something really exciting to share.
Buddy.
Trading View. Yes.
Yes.
Are you going to be surprised?
Need some crypto.
Yes. This person, me, let me just rephrase it. Isn't going to be surprising that the person saying that another person is going to be banned from YouTube is going to be banned from YouTube. The person keeps saying it's not complicated. But basically, or see my ring here. You see my ring here because I'm a fucking magic guy. Oh, it's 4. It's my favorite number. So
We're playing poker now, guys.
Yeah, for me, it's like if it would be 7 of spades, that's what I'm waiting. Spades for me to spit. Yeah, my setup's probably fucked. It's just me. Is it like voice or what? Oh, I am just pretty sure. Damn it, that's what.
Oh, he's fixed.
Fuck. I've been okay. I fixed that now. I've been holding the microphone the entire time, and the sound has been coming from the webcam. That explains. What the fuck? Yeah, I've been ill recently, so until today. So give me a fucking break. So can you guys confirm that the microphone, the real microphone, is working better now? God damn it! I should have paid attention to the chat before. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Everything here.
All right, come on. Come on.
I think it's the most awesome thing. Justice served. There we go. I tried his. Yes, yeah. Let's see. Covered by sexy eyes. Chat, so I can see the chat that slips for the cracks. Okay. Was it his infield that got him in trouble? I'll explain. Let me just keep up with the last few things here. He stole everything he claims anyway. Much of it is obvious, like you have to talk to a girl to pull her. He's the worst charlatan off them all. Damn, John Anthony is gone, huh? Yo, he uses Febby, what the fuck is that? Which is, yeah, I'm like probably 2 years ago. He started picking a fight with me for no fucking reason. I literally invited him. I already talked about this, so I'm just giving you a short version here.
Just a few more minutes, and then I'll move on to the next video. But we kind of have an understanding. So my understanding by looking at this is these two have a beef. They basically hate each other, and they both claim that they were going to take down each other's channel by the looks of these posts. And it turns out Ice White actually works for YouTube, and it seems like it seems like he's claiming, like he's implying something here that makes us think that he has some sort of leverage. Because otherwise, why would you say that you work for YouTube unless you're kind of claiming you have some leverage and then the channel has gone? Let's try to get a bit into this.
You can literally just look at the John Anthony Lifestyle playlist we have later and check the full story. But I'm going to summarize the shit that has happened up to this point. Okay, from my perspective. So,
yeah, come on.
Approximately 2 years ago, whenever it was, I vaguely think it was around the end of 2023. I sent him a message on WhatsApp saying there were some guys who want to debate you. The screenshots are out there. You can find. And he used to work with one of those guys, and the other one he had some problems with in the past. I don't fucking know this shit. And then he just called me the homophobic F word, which is, again, ironic, is probably the theme of today. Because if you know, you know. Ironic. I'm the straight one here. What are you talking about? And my voice probably sounds so weird. It's so fucked in the last few days. Anyway, so yeah, I was just like, why are you being so weird? You can see the original screenshots in the original video about this. And then yeah, ever since that point, he just started being weird. He blocked me, attacked me. I didn't even say anything bad about him. I was just like, calm down. It's like, just like, I don't know this shit, basically. Then at some point, he started poking at me in live streams, making shit up. So I was like,
come on.
Wait, associates with scammers. Roll Tomasi associates with scammers. It's in my. Hang on, I'm gonna double check something. Let me double check something. Did I check this today? Interesting. What time is that? Wow, let me check. 404. Damn it. Just checking something. Bear with me. I'm gonna really not check like that. That's weird. If I scroll down to today, the very bottom, just checking my search history. Nothing.
All right. This is killing me here. We've been at this for long enough. Man, this is killing me here. All right, we're gonna have to move on to the next one. Just so slow, man, unbelievably slow. All right, we'll pull up the next one. Let me just. StreamYard's a bit slow too. Okay, now we'll go to John Anthony Lifestyle and we'll get his take on things. We'll find out what he has to say. So to summarize quickly, Ice works at YouTube. We don't know what's going on because I haven't seen the emails. We don't know why he got banned. We don't really understand what's happening. Now here's his take.
Okay, let me know in the chat. You guys can see me. This is my first time streaming on Rumble, so I want to make sure that you have to like connect it all fucking manually and shit. So let me know in the chat that you guys can see me okay, that you can hear me okay.
I'll speed this up too.
I've got a lot of good updates for you guys. Are you guys able to see me? Just drop a little note in the chat. Okay, cool. All right, you guys can see in here. All right, so welcome everybody. I think we've got a lot of people on. It says there's 170 people on so far. So let me get into what's going on here. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard the news, I was banned off YouTube. I'm hopeful the channel will be restored there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be putting out new videos daily on Rumble. So make sure that you subscribe. I already made a little note for that. Make sure you subscribe to the Rumble channel because I'll be putting out new daily content starting tomorrow, new unreleased stuff. Okay, and everything that's on YouTube is on Rumble. Okay, it was all synced with Rumble, even though I wasn't using Rumble. All the stuff that was on YouTube, except for the lives, which we're going to be posting on Rumble, all the past lives, is already there. So you can go, there's years worth of channel history. I started YouTube in 2017, and I put out more than 4,000 videos, right? So when I got deleted last week, it felt like a part of me had died, quite literally. Like I poured my heart and soul into this. I always had a twofold kind of purpose, right? Number one was to help as many guys as possible by plugging them into my best system in the game.
Now, my views have nothing to do with John Anthony lifestyle here, but I actually have some pretty extreme views when it comes to censorship and freedom of speech. You know, I have some extreme views, some of the most radical you've probably ever heard in your life. Censoring speech, deplatforming, I have a major issue with that. And my views are so extreme that I can't say it here. The consequences for censoring, in my opinion, are extreme. I don't think you should see that there is bullying, you know, there's going too far. And sometimes you might have a whole bunch of people like bullying one person. That's not okay. But give them a warning, give them an email, give them a talking to and say, hey, look, you've gone too far. But censoring speech, especially censoring political speech, this is what creates World War III, in my opinion. And I have a major issue with censorship. Major. It really, really makes me angry. Is this an ad? Okay.
Okay, 20 years out of my system. And then the other part, which potentially got me in trouble here, was going after all the bad actors in the space. Okay, attacking the poisonous ideologies like red pill and black pill, going after all the fake gurus, the internet marketers, the scammers, etc., calling them all out ruthlessly and by name. Now, if you guys haven't heard, I'm going to play a short clip for you here. There was an AI moderation, like mass ban wave, like tons of channels are down. Okay, and some of them are coming back now. My channel's in limbo, right? It's not deleted permanently. It's in limbo, and I'm hopeful that it will come back because I believe that it was.
So this is early on. What we're trying to figure out was why the channel got deleted. Okay, we're trying to figure this out. And one of the first ideas was that there was this AI. AI went out and started banning people and giving people strikes. I got hit with a few strikes that didn't even make any sense. And I challenged all of them. I had them all removed. And I was like, what is going on? I spoke to YouTube. I was like, what is this? What is this? And they go, oh, look, it's just, and they didn't explain to me. But then, some other big channels actually got deleted as well. So we're trying to figure out that. And then after or before this, Ice White started saying that he has connections at YouTube. And so the narrative started shifting from YouTube versus John Anthony Lifestyle to Ice having some connections at YouTube, which he's saying, like he keeps saying it, and him possibly being behind it and, leveraging his connections.
Trigger happy AI moderation. Okay, they got it fucked up. And you guys can leave your top John, top JP.
And don't worry, we're gonna this is not going to be very long. I've got this on, we're not going to be sitting here for a long time. I just got like 10 minutes of this one, then we got one more video, and then we'll have a big overview of what has happened so far?
You guys can leave your comments in the chat. I'm going to go through and answer all kinds of game questions as well. But I also, before I play that clip, it's just a short 25-second clip talking about how all these channels are going down. I'm also shifting focus now to just teaching dating and pickup content. Okay, no more fucking attack videos. If I critique someone, it'll be in a professional manner. Okay, critiquing their lack of skill and then whatever else, why they're doing shit wrong and why their teachings are wrong and how to do it the right way. When I first started my channel in 2017, the whole goal was to teach new things about pickup in every video. Okay, teach new concepts, show new stuff, share cool stories. I already have a whole list of cool stuff I want to cover. And so I'm going to return back to that focus. Okay, especially since we're scaling up paid advertising. Like the business.
Want some drama? Want to hear about pickup?
YouTuber named Enderman.
Yes. Hinderman got deleted.
Okay, so as you see there, like literally they introduced AI moderation. Okay, and they gave AI the ability to ban channels. So shit tons of channels got banned. Okay, like tons and tons and tons. I know people personally who have been on YouTube forever and don't do anything out of the ordinary that got banned. Okay, and I'll show you one. I'm always been a big fan of your dating advice. AI censorship sucks. Okay, some people are asking about Ice White. Okay, so let me make something clear.
There we go.
Okay, first of all, as I've said in many videos, the guy has zero game knowledge, zero game skills, zero game experience. Okay, he's a single-digit lay count loser who has zero cold approach lays, yet sells products and services on how to get better with dating. Okay, I've made fun of it endlessly. He used to be a huge fanboy of mine. He was always saying, "Oh, John Anthony's better than everybody in the dating game. It's not even close. He's the best by far." This and that. Then I started making videos about him, calling his wife very ugly, which she is, saying she looks like a gremlin, almost identical, which she does. It's funny because Liz was like, "I don't even know what a gremlin is," and she went and looked it up, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's an uncanny resemblance." Yes, his wife looks like shit. Okay, that's already established. The guy's single-digit lay count, has zero skills. He's just a groupie in the community, but in his own mind, he has delusions of grandeur. Okay, so he thinks that he's some superstar. He literally calls himself a best-selling author, which is laughable. He calls himself the Joe Rogan of the manosphere, which is laughable. Okay, he's just a little groupie. His videos get like a couple hundred views. He's a nobody. He's a nuisance on the sidelines. And I am now formally taking legal action against him in Peru. Okay, I wanted to make that announcement. I've already retained Peruvian counsel. Little backstory. Okay, he's been rounding up defamatory narratives from various sources online and compiling them all together and republishing all the defamatory narratives. Okay, he was warned with a legal cease and desist in June of last year in 2024, and he removed the post. Okay, then he resumed defamation again this year in August, and he was sent a letter of intent to sue, the same pattern that I did to Modern Life Dating. And for those of you that aren't aware, I sued Modern Life Dating in May of 2021, and I just won a judgment for $723,000. Okay, in case you missed that, I won a judgment. The jury verdict was this year in July. I have a video coming out about it. That we'll either wait till YouTube's restored if it gets restored, or we'll just put it on Rumble. But the video's already done, where I announce the victory and I read the complaint and I read the final judgment order. Okay, but he lost for $723,000. And originally I sent him a cease and desist. He continued. I sent him a letter of intent to sue. He continued. And so I sued him. Okay, and 4.5 years later, I won $723,000. That judgment is valid for 20 years and it collects 8.9% a year. I'm not going to get into how you can collect and stuff like that, but it will follow him for 20 years, literally 2 decades. Okay, and he's back running his mouth online, which is great for me. Let him keep running his mouth. Okay, we might have to go after him a second time and sue him again. However, Ice White was warned in June of last year, and then again in August of this year, but this time he didn't back down, which demonstrates clear malice, which works in my favor. Now let me introduce a little interesting factor here. And we're gonna get into all your game questions, so keep leaving all that in the chat. Defamation is a...
And again, not a fan of censorship and not a fan of suing people. I think YouTube needs to do better. YouTube needs to solve this better. Instead of YouTube being political and banning people because they don't like them, censoring people because they're not part of their political ideology, I think YouTube should do things better. And, then people wouldn't be getting banned, and then we wouldn't have people suing each other. And then we'd have proper drama, proper discussions, and it would all stay on the platform.
Crime in Peru. Holy shit, we have 300 people on. This is only one of my most popular lives. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And again, all of you guys that came in late, I'm going to be releasing daily videos on Rumble until the YouTube channel is restored. I'm hopeful the YouTube channel will be restored. It was mistakenly taken down due to AI moderation. There was not even any strikes on the channel. And in the meantime, I'll be posting new daily videos on Rumble. Okay, but make sure you...
Now, I think we know that was not going to happen. I don't think his channels are coming back at all. His second channel got deleted as well.
subscribe to the Rumble channel so you get notified of those videos every single day. Okay. Now, defamation is a crime in Peru, where Ice White lives. Okay, and it carries up to 3 years as a sentence.
All right, that's probably enough. That's probably enough for there. So you can kind of see where the game is going at this point now. So, you know, we can see where that one's heading. So now we've got the third one. We'll have a good understanding of updates. Here we go. So now we've got the final one. Make this proper, and we'll get into it.
Yeah, like again, we can check your URL. That's not even the right one. Fuck it. I don't know. I'm over it. Whatever. Obviously he's still banned. Yeah, anyway, I received a lot of messages from various dating coaches and YouTubers in the last few days, asking if their stuff will be affected. I already talked about this part, so I'll just fucking skip over this, but it's nothing to do with dating, pickup artistry, or anything like that. It's all to do with just abusing policies. So I already covered that last time, but here's the part, just as a reminder for those who don't know. When YouTube bans channels, various things are taken into consideration, such as privacy complaints, which he did quite a few of in the past, and perhaps recently to some extent. I don't know exactly, but that definitely happened in the last 2 years at least. I know for a fact. Policy violations, which happened pretty consistently, and hatefulness of content in general. So their words, not mine. All of which, well, obviously. So, however, the harassment and cyberbullying policies were probably a key part, given a little bit of sarcasm there. Several examples within his this policy are very interesting, if you know what I mean. So repeatedly targets, these are exact quotations taken from YouTube's policy examples, but let's say content repeatedly targets, insults, and abuses an identifiable individual based on their intrinsic attributes across several uploads. So if I explain this one, there would be people in comments.
Okay, he's just talking about the policies here. Let's get through this. There's got to be something better in here.
To check the reason he was terminated, and it turns out that this particular person I'm talking about, and you guys will know who he is because he's very well known, but I'm not going to say who it is. It turns out that it'll be actually quite easy to get this person to come back based on how he was actually terminated. As I have to make this vague because I can't give the exact information about this. So apologies for how severely fucking vague this is, but I could help this person get it back. We'll see how that goes. But for that person, the reason I'm saying is for that person, it's going to be easier. In the case of John Anthony Lifestyle, it's not going to be like that because it was a different kind of termination. One's done by termination of association, and John Anthony Lifestyle is more to do with policy violations. So I know it's super vague, but let's just fucking continue, I guess. Yeah, so unlikely. So meanwhile, what has he done in the last few days? This is pretty interesting. So I received a message from John on Reddit. It said, "I am not fucking kidding you." He sent me this shit. When was this? Like yesterday? It was like in the last 2 fucking days or something. I think it was.
Okay. Not a lot of information here. We're trying to find something juicy.
At here, what's going on?
A little bit more, and I'll wrap it up. And I think we've kind of covered everything so far.
Oh man, this is just too much for me. Naji, he was an absolute menace. Or let me filter so I can actually. Oh yeah, there were some that were caught up now. All right, what's next? Those were some fucking hilarious messages on Reddit. It's just absolutely crazy. Anyway, let me screen share again. This is gonna be a fun one. So anyway, how did John Anthony Lifestyle get terminated? Here's the best part. If you're smart enough to figure it out.
Here's the best part if you're smart enough to figure it out. So there's Google and there's a YouTube logo as well. So basically he's saying that, let's just replay that little bit there.
Gonna be a fun one. So anyway,
So let's slow this one down, and I think we'll wrap it up here because this is what we think is going on.
How did John Anthony Lifestyle get terminated?
How did John Anthony Lifestyle get terminated?
Here's the best part if you're smart enough to figure it out.
So this is a riddle, and it's an image giving a riddle. What do you guys think?
If you're smart enough to figure that out.
If you're smart enough to figure that out. So that, I think that will be where we end it, because I think that kind of explains everything that we need to know.
How did John Anthony Lifestyle get terminated? Here's the best part if you're smart enough to figure it out.
If I was to interpret the riddle, okay, if I was to be smart enough to figure it out, I'm looking at Google and I'm looking at YouTube and I'm looking at someone who works at Google or YouTube, and the implication of that is that that person leveraged their connections at YouTube to have John Anthony Lifestyle banned. That's what he's saying, isn't it? That's what I would say. That's what I would interpret this riddle as meaning. So yeah, so now he's John Anthony Lifestyle has lost his YouTube channel, and he's been relegated to the backwaters of Rumble. And yeah, that's, you know, final thoughts here are, you know, who's going to replace John Anthony Lifestyle now? Who is the next guy who is going to create all the drama for us? I reached out to one guy. There was a new guy that came out, and he started a new channel, and he made all these videos. It's he would name somebody, and then and the title would be, "This person knows nothing about game, you know, approaching women, pick up, whatever." I reached out to this person and I said, "Look, do you want to come on for an interview? Let's see if you can be the replacement for John Anthony Lifestyle on YouTube." And he says to me, "Only if you sign up to my," I don't know, he's got a digital product or he's got some community. And I have a feeling this guy's just in it for money. I have a feeling he's not really a coach or legit, because he wanted me to sign up just to do this. And it's like, don't you understand? You know, because there's some guys that just, you know, they do this for fun, or they do it because it's like a, you know, a legit like lifestyle that they live, you know. But then there's guys that are just doing it for marketing, and I have a feeling he might have just made those titles just for SEO purposes to try and get clicks. So anyway, we've got a little bit more information about the drama so far. So anyway, give this a thumbs up if you like it. I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll wrap it up now.